screen killer Carnifex. This is a very big guy. Hello everyone, I finally painted this big monster, the screen killer Carnifex, first edition, released in the 90s. This beast is made entirely of lead and weighs 186 grams. For reference, the latest plastic primary Space Marine weighs only 6 grams, basically 31 times more than a modern plastic Space Marine. My plan for the Carnifex is to follow the color wheel, trying to blend the transition from purple to a saturated pink for the armor and from pink to white for the flesh. The claw, instead, will also transition from purple to light blue for the most prominent part only, to enhance the volumetric effect. These are the colors I used. The yellow and the purple are contrast colors, and of course the markers. I prepared the Scream Killer applying a light gray primer, washed the model with black oil paint, and then the white acrylic marker to highlight all the areas that needed to be brighter before starting to cover with the base color. I know, using the marker is a little unusual, but very convenient. It's also gross, but the time saved is worth it. Look how quickly I can highlight the claw. Unlikely, the model had some annoying imperfection that I fixed with putty. In this case I use a Tamiya putty because it's easy to spread over small holes. For the color of the armor I use a Citadel Contrast Luxion Purple, because I wanted my Tyranid army to follow the classic genestealer color scheme. Thanks to the grey and the white underlining colors, the purple of the armor will look different once the contrast color is completely dry. I quite like how the yellow looks on the claw. I use this color, but I want to stick to the original plan. The claws are red. I will use the marker, this one, for handle the transition between the carapace, the armor, and the claw. The speed of execution of a marker is not comparable to that of a brush. The marker is faster. And compared to an airbrush, it is definitely more precise. For the skin, as for all the Tyranids in my classic color army, I used the Titan pink base, slightly diluted with water, in a 2:1 ratio. The Carnifex is starting to take shape. Now it looks sunburned, and here we need to desaturate the skin tone with a light pink and white. For this, I masked the claw and the body with plastic wrap, which gave me the freedom to focus on the head and the back. I used the plastic wrap as a test, but I found it too difficult to apply evenly. In the end, the Play-Doh is better. About the claw, we say they should fade from purple to blue to light blue. I started adding some blue to the tips of the crab's claw. Then I used the markers again to highlight the color transition before covering everything, including the main body, with Luxion Purple Contrast Tinned. It's important to be patient with the contrast for best results. They need to dry completely to blend with the color underneath. So, after the contrast paint is completely dry, it's down to finishing the claw. They need to fade from purple to light blue. Here I use a combination of techniques, shading, stippling, dry brushing, and glazing, to achieve the best possible results. This step took me several hours. In the video, you can also see the yellow legs scale. I would like the scale of the legs to be white, but with a hint of yellow to make them look more realistic. To ensure a good volume effect, I added a little more black oil paint to ensure that the deeper recessed are almost black. And here we are. The monster is almost complete. It looks really awesome. I tried to take care to all the details, even the smallest. And to complete the job, a nice interesting base with citadel technical terrain and a bit of contrast with Guillaume flesh. Screamer Killer Carnifex complete. I'm really satisfied of the final result. I love how is smooth the glazing of the head and so many details that take me so much time to finalize, but I'm very happy. Even the back look realistic as I wanted. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, consider to subscribe. Ciao!